A very good Friday morning to everyone this morning. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for July 14th, 2017. Well, we had just what the doctor ordered yesterday. As I had talked, it was very important, I thought, that we had follow through yesterday, and that's exactly what we got. We had a little choppiness in the day. It wasn't real active by any means, but the bulls stepped up to the plate and held that price gap. That was an important move yesterday and gave us a little bit more confidence as we come forward here into the close of the week. We've also been able to take some nice profits this week, and some of our positions are doing extremely well. So we're looking pretty good here, at least at the moment. And now we're going to dip our toes into the big earnings season. And there's a lot of economic data on the calendar today to consider as well. So currently futures are just flat. The market's waiting on all of this data. So we're going to have to stay on our toes today and do a little thinking on our feet, because anything is possible this morning. So first off, we have earnings. We have 14 companies reporting earnings, but today begins third quarter reports with Citibank and JP Morgan and several other, PacWest and several other reports in there. Wells Fargo as well reports. So all of these companies, and by the way, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, and Citibank all report before the market opens. So, depending on how they report, anything is possible. So remain very flexible today. And then at 8:30, we have consumer price index information, retail sales, and industrial production. All three of those are really important reports and can move the market. We follow that up with a Fed speaker at 9:30, and then at 10 o'clock we have business inventories and consumer sentiment, which are the less important numbers of this morning. So, my goodness, we've got a big day ahead of us, and it's all going to culminate in the morning data coming out prior to the open. So diamonds finished strongly. We need that to continue to hold here. We still need to see those bulls defend this level and keep us above that gap. The SPY, SPY, did a great job yesterday. The SPY jumping up here and continuing to follow through yesterday, and really stepping up into this area where we even breached the top of this box. Now, we got to remember, we're not out of the woods here yet, okay? We're not out of the woods here yet. We could easily slip right back down into this choppy range. So this is where we look, any of these resistance levels, we look for possibilities of failure. We don't want to see them, but we have to recognize the fact that they could occur there. So watch in this area very closely. It's going to be important that we continue to hold up here. Now, it's okay if we pull back, as long as we find a place of support before we dip into this void here. We need to find some support and hold this market up. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM, for the most part yesterday, just didn't participate. And then at the end of the day, it started to pick up and move and pushing to the upside. So it's kind of interesting how IWM has been trading. Again, we have to recognize that IWM is still beneath a major resistance area for it. It's proven that that's been a difficult place. So we need to get through there to really have an awful lot of confidence in the IWM. So we have the SPY, the IWM, and we still have the Qs below major resistance areas. Okay, so we've got to get through this. Now, it's wonderful that the Qs followed through yesterday, but it seems to be getting a little bit of a challenge here at this level. And remember, we have more levels in here for the Qs to deal with. So we're going to have to watch this closely for any potential failure in this area. Qs could be the one that leads us lower if we are going to go lower. But let's not fear a small pullback. If we could get a pullback that pulls back into here and holds as support, holds the downtrend, holds the support level, and bounces off of that, that would be perfect trading. It's exactly what we want. So if that can occur, beautiful, beautiful. So let's not fear it. So we know that we've got, we're kicking off those earnings. Please do yourself a favor. Make it part of your morning routine to go through and check all the companies that you're holding. Check their earnings reports. When are they going to report? And have a plan on how you're going to deal with that. Also, check the stocks that you're thinking about buying. It's really, really common that we have great entry signals right before an earnings report. And we don't want to step into or be surprised just simply because we didn't take the time to look. It only takes a few seconds to check. So please do that. For example, you can even just put it right on your chart. Just make a note right on your chart so that you can see when that's going to happen. It doesn't look like Citi has issued their report just yet, but I do know JP Morgan has already issued their report, and they're indicating lower for the open right now. So apparently JP Morgan did not really perform as investors would have hoped for. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. This could flip on us. These companies that, overall markets, we've risen so much, they're going to have to prove that they can justify these high prices with their earnings. And that'll be the question. Can they do that? I'm hopeful that they can. But we have to be prepared for the fact that they may not, and the market could finally see some selling. So we'll have to wait and stay on our toes and stay flexible in our trading. Okay? All right, let's take a quick look at the VIX. Now, this is a scary point for me because every time we've come right down here, if I draw a line across here, every time we've come right down into here, we get a violent bounce, okay, in the fear index here. And that violent bounce is bearish for the market. Now, I'm not going to predict that that's going to happen here. I'm just going to point out the fact that this area so far has created some uncomfortable moves in the market. So be prepared. Go in with your eyes wide open that could be the case. If we dip down into here or even breach below, that means fear in the market is unbelievably complacent. Is what it means, that there's no fear. And that's the thing that can create these really severe moves and damage your account if you're not prepared for it. So watch that VIX closely, all right? Make sure you're not just blindly chasing into a market that's trying to produce new highs right now, right at an earnings season. Make sure you have a good quality plan and they're defensible positions that you enter. Okay, everyone. Happy Friday. Everyone have a great day. For anyone new listening to this video, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button on YouTube and that follow me button on Facebook, so that you'll get notified when these videos get put out. And I do put them out every single market day. So, and I don't do that just out of the kindness of my heart necessarily. I'm doing it because it's part of my morning routine to prepare for the day. I don't believe in luck. I believe in preparation. And I want to just share that with everyone. If it's helpful to others, please feel free to take advantage of it. Everyone, have a great day. I wish you great profits and an awesome weekend. Take care, everyone, and I will talk to you soon.